Hi everybody, it's Liz from West Star Tarot. Welcome. So today I'm doing part 3 of my collection / culling video. I thought I would just do one a day, but as you can see, I have the same outfit on that I had on in the second video, and I kind of put the decks away that I, went through in the previous video, and I thought, oh well, keep going, girl. So here I am. So I have a bookshelf. The second video that I just filmed earlier today was all tarot, and on the top shelf of that bookshelf. On the bottom shelf is all Oracle. So right now this video is going to be all Oracle decks. So I am starting with this one, the Halloween Oracle by Stacey DeMarco. And I should know the illustrator, but off the top of my head, oh, look what's on top. Stacey DeMarco. I got this in July of 2017. Why doesn't it say who the illustrator is? Jimmy Manton. Of course, I knew that. Oh, yeah. Anyway, okay, so keeper, even though I only use it for the month of October, it's just really a fun deck, and I enjoy it. And what I do every October is I, take the deck and I just pull one card a day for 31 days, and I don't put that card that I pulled back in. So by the end of the month, I will have pulled 31 cards. And I don't think there's really that many cards in this deck. Let me see. Yeah, I think there's maybe 36 cards. So I get to almost all the cards every year. So, that's okay. Deck number 2. So that's a keeper. This is also Stacey DeMarco, Queen of the Moon. Used it a few times. Haven't used it in ages. That goes in the goodbye pile. This is Oracle of Roses. A dear friend gifted me this for my birthday. It's by Sherilyn Darcy. This is a friend of mine who knows I love roses, and that I make rose petal elixir, which they get from me. And I think this was just, a nice heartfelt gift. So that I will keep. Chakra cards for belief change. I only used it a couple times. That's in the goodbye pile. Power of Flowers. This is by Isha Lerner. She's done a few other, I think she did an Inner Child deck, and she's done a bunch. But I really like this. Oh, she did Inner Child, the Triple Goddess, which is just majors, and Tarot of the 4 Elements. This is 32 beautifully illustrated cards, blah, blah, blah. So this is, I like this because I like the artwork, but it has a lot of flowers and plants that I love. Here's an alchemy card, which is wonderful. Perfect for this time of year. Sunflower. It's just, I really like it. And so the guidebook has a plant signature, so it speaks to the signature of the plant. There's a paragraph on the flower essence for the plant, the archetype of the plant, and how it can be used for healing, and then like a blessing. So I will be keeping this, and it had kind of gotten hidden away at the back of the shelf, and I had sort of forgotten about it. So I'm going to pull it out and put it in with my Soulflower Oracle by Lisa Estabrook. All right, next up, this is Wisdom of Avalon Oracle cards. This is by Colette Baron Reed. This is, I think, the only deck I have by her, I think. I'm not a big fan, but I picked this up off the swap table at a reader studio, And I really haven't used it much, so I think I'm going to put that in maybe, because I'm not sure if I want to keep it or let it go. All right, next up is a tough one. This is the Song of the Grandmothers. Art is by Mari in the Sky. Guidebook by Cara Simons. She also did the Prairie Majesty Oracle. And I do love the art, but I did a few readings with this, and I just didn't really, it didn't zing me. I didn't really get any wow readings. It was just kind of, okay. So I'm going to put this in maybe, because before I actually do say goodbye to this deck, I want to at least give it a try, to see if I actually do connect with it more than I thought I would. All right, next up is Earth Magic Oracle Cards by Stephen Farmer, and this has a 48 card deck and guidebook. This has a variety of artists, and I don't usually go for that, but I bought this deck. This is one of the first Oracle decks I bought years ago, and I didn't even know there was such a thing as different artists collaborating to do one deck, or getting art from online and making a deck out of it. So here are the backs, which I really like. So anyway, I am going to keep this deck. It is a little bit schmaltzy and new agey, but I have gotten some really good messages from it. And two messages that I will never forget. I mean, I think this says a lot. This was the morning after the 2016 United States presidential election. Yeah, that day. I was devastated by the outcome, shocked by the outcome, and I was on the road. I was in Southern Illinois teaching a class, and that was in the red section of Illinois, down near Missouri. And I had to get up and go to work and act like, yeah, just a regular day. So what if our entire world is falling apart? So before I left to go to work that day, I said, I'm going to pull a card, because I had brought this deck with me. So here's the card I pulled. Yeah, exactly right. So, yeah, that's how I felt, like a tsunami had hit. But what I find interesting is not the title of the card, because that's how it felt, but the keywords, wake up call. And that's what that election was. For people like me, middle class, cis, white folks, I mean, I don't think we realized how bad it was. And this was a wake-up call that showed us it's bad. And, if Hillary had won, it would have just been, I think, business as usual for the folks who aren't marginalized as much or at all. Anyway, I digress. So the next day after the election, I said, all right, what can we do about this? And this is the card I drew. So, I think a deck is pretty good if I can remember cards I pulled from it. So this is 2023, that was 2016, 7 years ago. And I'll never forget those two readings and how meaningful they were for me then and now. So that's a long story as to why that's a keeper. All right, up next, Kyle Gray. Nope, that's going and goodbye. I have 3 Kyle Grays. So I really like this deck. I like it for the artwork. I just think it's beautiful. There's several cards that I actually took out. I do like that it has the seasons. which, oh, I don't know why they're right on top. But I do like the artwork. I think it's stunningly beautiful. Lily Moses did the artwork, and that's what attracts me to this deck. I don't even look at the guidebook. I just look at the traveler, move in a new direction. So I look at the artwork, the keyword, and the title and the keywords, and that's how I use this deck. I have heard about how some people feel like it's appropriative, this deck, and so when and if I do use it, I just keep it to myself. I don't post because I don't want to trigger people. So I think I'm going to put this in the maybe pile, and we shall see. Keepers of the Light. This is another kind of schmaltzy deck. I'm putting this in the maybe pile too. I probably will end up letting it go, but for now. All right, next up, Whispers of Lord Ganesha. This is a Blue Angel deck by Angela Hartfield, and I got this deck before I knew about the Oracle Industrial Complex and people like Alana Fairchild and Angela Hartfield and what's her name, Lucy Cavendish and Angie, I forget what her name is. Anyway, these folks that just, and Colette Baron Reed, folks that just pump them out. And yet, I like this deck because Ganesh is one of my deities and came to me in a meditation and a dream and a whole synchronistic craziness. So I'm going to put this in maybe, because I'm not sure if I want to let that one go or not. This is Spirit Cards Oracle Deck, Art and Text by John Arthur Mosley. This is a beautiful deck. The artwork is gorgeous. I'll show you a few cards. It has animals and crystals and beings and deities, and it's lovely. So I think I'm going to keep this one. All right. The Secret Language of Color Cards by Ines Segal. I got this off the swap table at Reader's Studio. This is going in the maybe pile. Shamanic Medicine Oracle Cards. Barbara Michael John Free and Flavia Kate Peters. It's a Blue Angel. Pretty appropriative. I think I'm going to let that one go. This is the Crystal Wisdom Healing Cards by Judy Hall. I actually have another crystal deck that I got years and years ago that I think I'm going to keep instead of this one. So I'm going to, oh gosh, I'm so sorry. I keep bumping that. I'm going to let that one go. Messages from Your Animal Spirit Guides. This is also Stephen Farmer. I'm going to keep this one too. I don't know, those two decks are old decks that I've had for a long time. I'm just going to keep them for the time being. Sacred Symbols for Divination and Meditation. This is kind of a cool deck. I like it. I got this off the swap table at Reader Studio, and a friend of mine told me that they put it there. I was like, oh, you could have just given it to me. Anyway, I'm putting this in the maybe because I'm not sure. I do like it, but I don't use it too much, and so I'm going to think about that one. This is a deck by Claudia Olivos, Sacred Mothers and Goddesses. It's pretty, it's beautiful. The artwork is gorgeous. It's an indie deck. Can't remember, I think it might have been a Kickstarter. But one of the things about this deck is I feel like all the, oh, why are these, sorry, I'm showing you the backs. I feel like a lot of the goddesses all look the same. Like there's just no, they're not old, they're not really, I don't know. I don't know. There's just, I don't know. It's beautiful, but I don't know. I have other goddess decks that I think I'll get more. Not that I think, I know I get more use out of. So I think I'm going to let that one go. So that's Sacred Mothers and Goddesses by Claudia Olivos. You know, there's nothing wrong with it. It's a beautiful deck, but I find that one of the problems that I have, and one of the reasons that I ended up in the boat that I'm in, is because, oh, it's a pretty deck. Oh, the artwork is gorgeous. Oh, I'm going to buy it. I'm going to back it. I'm going to whatever. And it's like, okay, are you an art collector or a tarot reader? So, you know, maybe I am an art collector. Maybe I'm going to have, maybe after I finish this process, I'll realize, oh, you know what? I have 15, I don't know, 10, whatever decks that I have just because they're beautiful. And I think it's okay if that's how it boils down to. But I don't want to have 50 decks like that. You know, maybe 10 is okay, because I don't consider myself a collector. I do consider myself a reader, and I want most of my decks to be decks that that I use. All right. This is a tough one too. Lorac De Replay. This is by Celia Melville. This is a gorgeous deck. She didn't do tea. It looks like tea staining. It's not tea staining. I think she said she used black walnut shells and boiled them in water to get, and then stained the paper, and then the patterns on the paper inspired her to do pen and ink drawings. It's really beautiful. But I haven't really used it that much. When I first got it, I used it a lot. And so I'm going to put it in maybe, because I haven't, uh-oh, my maybe pile's going to tip over. Okay, next up. Soul Seeds Oracle. This is a Soul Trees by Allison William Yee. I am going to keep that. I have another one of her decks. I love her decks. Magical Herb Oracle. You know, since I got this, I got the Astro Herbal Oracle, and I like it way more than this one. Not anything wrong with this one, it just, the other one speaks to me more, and I like the herbs in that deck more, and I like the guidebook more. So this is going to go in the goodbye pile. All right. The Tree Angel Oracle deck, The Ancient Path into Sacred Groves, 36 cards. I got this because I didn't have a tree spirit deck, and I don't know. I'm going to think about this one. It's borderline between no and maybe. So I think I'll put it in maybe. And again, if it doesn't come out in a few months, then it'll go into no. Messages from the Light Meditation deck by Joyce Huntington. Okay, this is another kind of schmaltzy deck, but I love the artwork. There's a couple cards in here that I almost want to take out because I really don't, I find I don't like the image, but it's beautiful, and it just has a keyword on it. And I don't really use the guidebook. The guidebook is very brief, like there's only a couple sentences for each card. So this is just one of those decks that that when you need a hug and you're going through hard times. So I'm going to keep that one. Vintage Wisdom Oracle by Victoria Mosley. I have not used this for quite some time, and I'm debating on maybe or keep. Victoria Mosley sadly just passed away, I think within this past year. This is lovely. She took old vintage postcards. People are probably familiar with this. It is mass market. So I'm going to put that in maybe. Oh, Buddha reading cards. This is Wisdom for Peace, Love, and Happiness So Fan Chan, maybe. I'll probably keep that one. Celtic Tree Oracle, A System of Divination, Liz and Colin Murray. Oh, that's either a maybe or a no. I think it's going to be a no. All right. Syzygy Oracle by Heather Mandel. I do like this one. I'll keep this one. And then this is Ellen Lorenzi Prince, She Who Watches Oracle. And I got it because it's Ellen Lorenzi Prince. And I love her decks. But this, no, I'm putting that in no. I love it, but I just don't use it. So I gotta release these decks that are, I'm not using. This is Roots and Wings Pocket Oracle. This was one of those, I fell for the hype of, it was, when it first came out, people were going kind of cuckoo over it, sort of the way they are with, what's that one now? Oak, Ash, and Thorn. There was just, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, and I got it. I think I've used it like twice. So that's going in goodbye. These are two like $10 decks. The artwork by Susan Seddon-Boulay. It's an Animal Spirits deck and a Goddess deck. And I've had these for a million years. Half of me wants to put them in no and half of me wants to put them in keep. I think I'll put them in keep. Or maybe I should put them in maybe, because no divided between no and yes is maybe. Okay, they're going in maybe. Oh, Samadhi Oracle. I love this oracle. I love, love, love it. This is by Jess. Oh, what is her last name? She and her partner made this deck. She's from, I think her parents are from India, but she and her husband, her family emigrated to South Africa, and she lives in South Africa. Jess Permasawa. So this was one of the first indie oracle decks that I kind of bought from afar. I don't even remember where I saw it, but I was so impressed by it. Maybe I should show you the pictures rather than just have you looking at my face. But it was really nice. It came with some beads that were scented and a stick of incense and this beautiful handmade box. It just was lovely. So it's deities, chakras, teachers, gurus. It's just, oh man, I love this deck so much. Look at the vibrancy. I just love it. Love it, love it. I never see anyone posting this deck or using this deck, and I don't know why. I don't even know if it's still in print. I think they just made a few of them, but I absolutely love this deck. So I will be definitely keeping it. And the incense stick that was in the box left these cards with a beautiful scent. So anyway, I reached out to Jess online. Again, it was a story of there really weren't any left. So she said, well, we got a couple left, but we don't currently have a guidebook to go with them, but we're going to reprint the guidebook, and when we do, I'll send you one. And the box might be damaged. I can't remember if it was. Yeah, there's like a little rust or something on it. But so she said, but I'll send it to you if you want. So anyway, it was in March of 2017, and my birthday's in March, and I thought, this is my birthday present to myself. So she wrote me this lovely note. Namaste, Liz. Hope that you are well. Here is your Samadhi Oracle. We pray that it brings you so much joy and even greater closeness to the divine. Please let me know when you've received your deck, and I'll send you a link to the PDF of the book, and we'll send you an actual book when I do another print run. Thank you so much for your support. Much love and light, Jess. So that was really sweet. And oh, it was dated 23rd March, and that's my birthday. So I thought that was kind of cosmic. So definitely keeping. I'm sorry, I was really trying not to tell long stories about each deck. All right, this is affirmations for the everyday goddess. It's major arcana. It's a mass market. I don't know who, though. Who's the publisher? Oh, look at that. You know what? I might just keep this and like send the cards to people. I kind of like to do that. It's Art Magic Publishing. So this is a maybe. Mother Mary Oracle by Alana Fairchild. I have absolutely no Mary or any kind of Christian iconography decks. And I do love the imagery. Yeah, people are probably really aware of what this deck looks like. Oops. I do, oh, I edged it in red. It's really pretty. Beautiful artwork. Who's the artist? Alana is the creator, but it doesn't. Oh, why don't they say who the artist is? It drives me crazy. Shiloh Sophia McLeod. So anyway, I'm going to put this in maybe because I might want to have a Mother Mary Oracle. I just find that the guidebook is like so many pages for each card. Instead of too short, I find it to be too long. Oh, I'm doing good here, guys. I have way more in maybe and give away than in keep. Yay! So here's two decks. They're the same decks. It's the Wisdom Keepers Oracle deck by Rosie Aronson, PhD. And this was the one I got first. It was came out in black and white. And soon after I got this deck, it came out in color. So this is Come Celebrate the Soul of the World, a miraculous multiplicity of one, as revealed in the magical Wisdom Keepers Oracle deck. This deck is an empowering tool of self-acceptance and understanding. It's got stories for each one of the Wisdom Keepers. And again, I'm not sure, is she the artist too, or just the created by Rosie Aronson? Oh, God. Oh, the artist. Oh, she does the artwork too. Okay. And I love that they have this card. It's kind of sweet. So one of the cards is a mirror. So when you draw it, you're the Wisdom Keeper. As you can see, I've never used that. Maybe I should. I've never shuffled it into the deck. But here's the beautiful cards. They're so sweet. Oh my gosh, look at them. And there's a story about each one and the wisdom and lessons they have to share. So I am going to keep this one, the version with color, and I will release, say goodbye to the black and white one. All right. This is, oh, the side cards. This is kind of interesting. I really haven't used it very much, but I think I'm going to keep it because it is something that I would like to explore. And maybe now, if my deck, oopsie, if my deck collection is smaller, I'll have time to explore it. This is a sweet little deck. This is also by Devin Strickland, I don't know. It's a moon deck. And it's just really sweet. It has a little guidebook that goes along with it. She's not the greatest writer, or she needs a better editor or something, but there was a lot of, I don't know. Anyway, but I love the cards. They're gorgeous. And I'm going to keep that one. I figure these little ones don't take up much room anyway. Am I rationalizing? All right, getting there, guys. Oh, this is a little deck that, I forget the woman's name. She was making these decks for people, and it's I am manifestation. I am empowered. I am a changer. I am light, and so forth and so on. It's just a sweet little deck. I don't even remember the name of the person who made this, I'm sorry, but it was just, you know, you could reach out to her and she would, you know, you could pick the keywords that you wanted and the color scheme you